Hello everyone, as usual we have another video review, and this time, as you can see, we have a chance to check new 48 scale kit from Eduard, which is part of Profipack edition line. And as you can see, this model copies Spitfire Mk.XVI in its Bubbletop version. So before, this version of the aircraft was available only in the special double combo edition, and now we have it as a single separate Profipack kit. So as you can see, it's packed into this typical Eduard Profipack box. We have this nice box art by Katerina Barecka on the front side. Then we have 5 marking options shown on the one of the sides of the box. Other one features some information about the kit. So there is you can find 178 plastic parts plus PE parts, Eduard masks of course, and assembled model would have a length of 202 mm and wingspan of 235 mm. This is a top opening box, and that's what we have inside. So it's quite typical set of the sprues for the Eduard's Spitfire, but nevertheless let's check them one by one and see what's interesting there. As you can see in my sample, transparent sprue arrived in a bit damaged condition. This is a typical circular sprue for the transparent parts. Nevertheless, as you can see, the largest part was broken off on its carrying part, so I would say it's nothing serious, but nevertheless you should be aware of such problem and better check the kit before the purchase. Next plastic bag contains 3 plastic sprues. I'm not sure why. Just give me a second, we will check. So, 2 plastic sprues are dedicated to the wing parts, and as far as I can see, those are designed for the different versions. As you can see here, we have special humps for the gun bay, and here we have none. And bottom parts are absolutely similar. There is nothing different in them. Inside there is almost no detailization. As you can see, there is only detailization for the wheel wells, and outside you saw already we have nice recessed panel lines and riveting over all parts, so it should look good. Third plastic sprue, which was packed in the same bag. As you can see, this is a plastic sprue which features fuselage halves. Parts division is quite typical for the Spitfire series from Eduard. So we have separately molded top cowling part and its chin. Also we have separately molded tires, wheel tires, rudder, and some other elements. And here also we have some small parts for the cockpit. Of course you would have to drill the holes here, as I did in my build, so that you can achieve better detailization. Nevertheless, you can also buy brassine cockpit, which is far more detailed than the original plastic one. But I wouldn't say that plastic one is inferior in detailization, and it's much better than other possible alternatives on the market. And then we have 2 large plastic sprues. Actually, they are the biggest ones in the kit. And as you can see, they are full of small plastic parts for the internal and external detailization of the aircraft. Here we have 1-piece propeller, several types of the gun barrels, various parts for the wheel wells, even the landing gear legs here. And just to remind you that just wheel wells would be assembled out of 12 parts each, and that's quite impressive detailization, I would say. Here we have some more parts. Those are mainly concerned with the cockpit detailization, as you can see, and some parts for the wings, tail wings, and even rudder was here. I would remind you also that cockpit in this model assembles as a separate sub-assembly, and it should be inserted between fuselage halves, which is quite easy, I would say. Here we have assembly manual. Assembly manual is printed in form of this nice brochure on glossy paper. It's color print with short history note on the first page, as you can see, so it's quite nice. And then we have parts map, and also we have here assembly process carefully explained with help of just traditional Eduard drawings. Note that some features are applicable only for the let's say AD marking options or some other marking options, so you would have to be careful, and your final choice will be dependent on the camouflage scheme which you would choose for your aircraft. And here we have marking guides printed in color with paints chart given in the Gunzi paint numbers, and as you can see, it's quite nice choice of the marking schemes. And on the last page there is a stenciling guide for the whole aircraft. As you can see, there are plenty of the symbols to apply on the 48 Spitfire. Then we have some small bonuses. This is a typical feature for the Profi Pack small PE thread. As you can see here, we have various cockpit parts and some minor external elements. These look nice, and I think they would improve detalization of the cockpit considerably. In case you won't use a brassine set, this is a must-have for the 48 Spitfire. Then the other plastic bag contains small mask sheet. Here it is. It is also a typical product for the Eduard, but be careful because you would have to use liquid masks, because as you remember, Bubbletop is not that easy to mask with common stickers. And the last plastic bag, it contains two decal sheets. Both are printed in Eduard itself. Nevertheless, printing quality is excellent, and I have nothing to complain about here. Here you can see the first one. Note that here is also included a special decal for the dashboard in case you don't want to use PE thread. And small decal sheet contains various stencils for the aircraft. Printing quality is absolutely the same, identical to the big one. So the only difficult part here would be application of all those symbols. And as you can see on stencils, we also have even the various stripes which are usually replicated by painting by professionals. So that's all for the video review, but nevertheless, as usual, you can check a full review article on our website. And also I would be happy to see you as a fan of our Facebook group and subscriber of our YouTube channel, because it will help us greatly, and you can also comment and share our videos and articles. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video review.